For all of human history, one region of our planet has remained a fortress of ice, a realm of myth and a graveyard of ambition: the High North. The Arctic Ocean. For centuries, it has held a tantalizing promise: the dream of a northern sea route, a maritime shortcut between Europe and Asia that could rewrite the map of global trade. But this dream was locked in a frozen prison. The ice here is not a simple sheet. It is a dynamic, living monster. It is multi-year pack ice, meters thick, crushed into colossal ridges by the relentless pressure of wind and current. It is an environment so brutal, so unforgiving, that it has broken the hulls and the wills of explorers for generations, even into the 20th century. With the advent of steel ships and steam power, the passage was a gamble, possible only for a few fleeting months in the summer. For the rest of the year, it was a closed frontier. The Soviet Union, with its vast Arctic coastline, invested heavily in a fleet of icebreakers, culminating in the original, legendary Arctica-class nuclear ships. These were titans of their time, but even they had their limits. They could smash through incredible ice, but they could not truly tame the Arctic. Year-round, predictable, and most importantly, economic navigation on a massive scale remained impossible. The dream of a true Arctic Silk Road was still just that, a dream frozen in time. Then the world began to change. Climate change, the great paradox of our time, began to stir the Arctic from its slumber. The ice began to thin, to retreat.
Their narrow hulls simply
Suddenly, the
aren't
dream
wide
was
enough
no
to
longer
clear
a
a
matter
channel
of
for
if,
massive new
but
LNG
when. A
supertankers.
colossal economic prize was emerging from the thaw. The northern sea route could slash shipping times between major economic hubs by up to 40%. Beneath the seabed lay an estimated 30% of the world's undiscovered natural gas and 13% of its oil, a treasure trove of energy and mineral wealth. But this opportunity was born from a crisis, and it came with a colossal challenge. The Arctic was becoming more accessible, but it was not becoming tame. The ice, while reduced, was now more unpredictable, more mobile, and still a lethal threat to conventional shipping. To exploit this new reality, to build the mines, the gas terminals, and the ports, and to guarantee that massive, modern cargo ships and LNG tankers could pass through safely, year-round, required a capability that did not exist. Russia's existing fleet of nuclear icebreakers, the heroes of the Soviet era, were aging. They were not powerful enough nor wide enough to carve a reliable channel for the new generation of supertankers. The greatest geopolitical and economic opportunity of the 21st century was waiting, but it was still guarded by a monstrous, unpredictable gatekeeper of ice. The key was missing. The key would not be found. It would be forged. It would be forged in steel, powered by the heart of the atom, and designed to be the most powerful surface vessel on Earth that was not an aircraft carrier. It was Project 2220, the new Unrivaled Arctica class. This was not an evolution of old designs. It was a revolution, a statement of national will on an unprecedented scale. The lead ship of this new class of Nuclear Czars, laid down in 2013, was given the legendary name of her predecessor, Arctica. The Arctica was engineered to solve the impossible problems of the New North. The problem of power. To smash through ice up to 3 meters thick, she was equipped with 2 next-generation RITM-200 nuclear reactors. These compact advanced reactors generate a colossal 350 megawatts of thermal power, driving 3 massive electric motors to produce 60 megawatts of power directly at the propellers. This gives her the raw, relentless torque needed to shatter ice that would stop any other vessel dead. The problem of access. The old icebreakers were deep draft vessels, confined to the deep waters of the Arctic Ocean. But the northern sea route requires access to the shallow estuaries of the great Siberian rivers like the Ob and the Yenisei, where major industrial ports are located. The solution was a stroke of genius, a revolutionary dual draft system. By taking on or discharging thousands of tons of ballast water, the Arctica can literally change her own displacement, allowing her to raise her hull to navigate in waters as shallow as 8.5 meters, or lower it for maximum stability and ice-breaking efficiency in the deep ocean. The problem of scale. To create a channel wide enough for massive Aframax tankers and LNG carriers, she was designed to be the largest icebreaker ever conceived. over 173 meters long and 34 meters wide. The USS Arctica was not just a ship. She was a mobile nuclear-powered key designed to unlock the entire Arctic. The proof of this incredible vision came swiftly and decisively. In 2020, after completing her sea trials, the new Arctica entered service, immediately demonstrating her superiority. On her maiden voyage to her home port of Murmansk, she detoured and, in a powerful demonstration of her capabilities, reached the geographic North Pole, smashing through the ice with ease. This was just the beginning. The Baltic shipyard was already working at a relentless pace, creating a dynasty of these new titans. The first serial production vessel, Sibir, entered service in 2021. The Ural followed in 2022. They were immediately put to work, proving the concept was not a one-off success but a reliable, repeatable reality. Their mission was to forge the new Arctic. They began escorting convoys of LNG tankers from the massive Yamal LNG project, ensuring that the vital flow of energy to global markets was not interrupted by the Arctic winter. They carved channels for cargo ships, opening up new ports and enabling the construction of new infrastructure. The data was undeniable. Transit volumes on the Northern Sea Route began to skyrocket, from under 4 million tons in 2014 to over 36 million tons by 2023. A nearly tenfold increase.
Confirmed.
Made possible almost entirely by the guaranteed passage provided by these new nuclear czars. The fleet continues to grow. The Yakutia and the Chukotka are being fitted out. The keel for the sixth vessel, the Leningrad, has been laid. This is not just a handful of ships. It is the creation of the world's first and only nuclear-powered, heavy ice-breaking fleet. A capability that no other nation on Earth possesses or is even close to developing. They have proven that year-round, large-scale navigation in the Arctic is no longer a dream. It is a schedule. The legacy of Project 22220 is being written in real time in the newly opened sea lanes of the High North. These ships are more than just icebreakers. They are the primary instruments of Russia's national Arctic strategy. They are the enablers of its economic future, guaranteeing access to the immense mineral and hydrocarbon wealth that lies beneath its Arctic territory. They are the arbiters of a new artery of global trade, one that Moscow controls from end to end. By creating a fleet that can guarantee passage, Russia is not just offering a service. It is shaping the geopolitical landscape of the 21st century. The Northern Sea Route, under the stewardship of these nuclear-powered giants, is becoming a strategic reality. The Arctica class is the ultimate tool of access denial and access control. They ensure that Russia and the nations it chooses to partner with can operate in the Arctic, while others cannot. They are a powerful floating declaration of sovereignty, a fleet of steel leviathans that have turned a frozen wasteland into a strategic superhighway. The new Arctica-class icebreakers are a modern marvel, a testament to the enduring power of ambition and engineering. They are a fusion of raw nuclear power and brilliant design, a tool that is actively reshaping our world in one of its most remote and challenging corners. They are the unseen arbiters of the Arctic's future, the silent, powerful masters of the